Thanks for joining us today on our next installment of Take Five with Belgard. Today, I've got David Martin, Rhett Hutcheson, myself, Jed Davis, and we're going to cover our Mirage porcelain product line. Let's hear what you got to say, Rhett.
Thanks, Jed. My name is Rhett Hutcheson. I live in Colorado and work for Mirage Porcelain. We're a company based out of Italy. We manufacture both interior and exterior tile. And in the US, it is sold through Belgard. And we're going to talk through some of the collections that are available in this region in Colorado and Utah, Idaho. So if you want to just go to the next one, we'll talk through different collections, Jed. All right, so this is our Glocal. It's our concrete finish. We take inspiration from kind of traditional hardscapes products for most of our tiles. This one has grown a lot in popularity since we first released it. You know, when I first started selling porcelain, it used to be a lot of rustic, a lot of movement in the tiles used to be kind of the more popular ones. But we've seen lately kind of a trend back towards this really modern, clean look. It looks kind of like old stained concrete, just really uniform. It's only a V2, meaning there's very low variability from one piece to the next. So it's very uniform, clean color look throughout the finish. And it kind of feels like concrete, has that kind of dimpled texture, kind of like a smoothed over etched concrete is. Comes in three different sizes: 24 by 24, 24 by 48, and 48 by 48. Most of what you will be seeing here stocked locally in Colorado is going to be 24 by 24 and 24 by 48, although there is some limited stock of 48 by 48, but a lot of those sizes end up being a special order for the 48 by 48. So always check with your local rep to see what is currently available. Having said that, in these three colors, the clear, ideal, and absolute, they'll have substantial amount of stock in both the 24 by 24 and 24 by 48 in that. And it also comes in our Unico coping, meaning it's a 12 by 24 with a bullnose finish on one side. This is our Jarupa. It's a newer wood look that we're really excited about. You know, woods have traditionally always in the porcelain world have kind of leaned towards that antique reclaimed wood. This is kind of the opposite of that. It's more of a smooth finish, kind of a cleaner look, kind of more for that urban loft apartment kind of feel to it. And we feel like the trends are kind of moving back towards this kind of look, which was kind of very popular in the early 2000s. But it's coming back now. So that's where the Jarupa kind of comes into play. It comes in a 12 by 48 plank in three different colors: cool, master, and camp. It's also a V2, meaning that each kind of piece is going to be similar to the piece next to it. There's not going to be a lot of really light versus really dark going within the range. It's going to have homogeneous kind of flow throughout the color. And then this is our Noom, which is kind of our classic wood look here. The reclaimed has a lot of character. It's a V4, right? So high variability from one piece to the next. Lots of character. There's old saw blade marks on it. There's burn marks, chip marks on it. It looks like it's just been pulled from a wall of an old barn that's hundreds of years old. So it looks really nice in both kind of contemporary settings as well as settings that are kind of older, that are more 1950s kind of look. And it's also comes in a 12 by 48. This one does come with a coping as well, whereas the Jarupa does not have a coping with it. This does have a Unico coping with it. Really excited about this newer collection called November. It's kind of a price point collection. We're able to compete with a lot of the US manufacturing of tiles. But what's awesome about this is we're not taking any shortcuts as far as quality goes. You still get an Italian made tile, right? The superior kind of high end tile you're still going to get here. This complements Glocal very well. It's that concrete kind of finish, concrete look. As you can see, it's kind of a solid color, a V2, very low variability. So it gives that really modern look. It's going to be stocked in 24 by 24 here locally in Colorado. So we're really excited about the November collection. We're going to have this out at all the different dealers. You can take a look at it around town. Quartziti, this is our most popular collection. has a very wide range of sizes that it's offered in, right? So 24-48, 24 by 24, 18 by 36, even 12 by 24. And then a two-piece modular as well, where you can introduce different sizes. We have different pattern breakdowns, so you can come up with different type of ashlar patterns, 4-piece, 5-piece, Versailles patterns, with using this collection here. This has been around probably the longest out of any of our collections. It's still one of our top sellers. So it's not going anywhere. We just keep expanding on it and adding new sizes to it. It comes in kind of a light, your glacier, to your buff mountains, which is very popular in this region. And then 3 different shades of gray. You have your lighter shade of gray in the waterfall, darker shade of gray in the river, and then your darkest kind of charcoal color in the mantle. So it kind of covers the entire color spectrum, allowing you to create different kind of checkerboard patterns, and accent with different pieces that kind of all flow together very well. Also comes in the coping. And then this is a Silver Lake, very similar to the Court CD, kind of a stone finish, right? But it's got a lot more movement going on, especially in that the Orsi color within this, as you can see in that photo on the top right there. Has a lot of character in it. So it's kind of for the customer that wants the Court CD look, but maybe wants a little bit more movement, a little bit more variation in the tiles. You can definitely notice it more in the Silver Lake, and it comes in a 24 by 48 and a 24 by 24. And then this page is showing our coping option, which we call our Unico 2.0. The only difference between the Unico 2.0 and past Unicos that we offered is this is now going to be a 12 by 24, whereas our old Unico was a 13 by 24. This is a 12 by 24. We're making this all in-house now, so it's more of a streamlined approach. Whereas before we used third-party fabricators to make this piece for us. Now we're making it all in-house as a 12 by 24. And you see we have it here locally in the Glocal, in the Noon, and in the Court CD.
Wow, thank you, Rhett, for sharing your unmatched knowledge on our unmatched porcelain collection. Thank you, everyone else, for joining our Take 5 with Belgard. Tune in for the next episode. Thank you.